Welcome everyone, cheeky ducklings and all, to the CranKy Ducklings Master Swan Open. The number 60, yes, 60. That is the number that we are on right now. I'm your host, Steelmold, still like the metal, mold like the thing you put the metal in so that it retains its shape when it cools down. Joined here today, as always, by our observer slash streamer slash co-caster slash admin slash information fairy slash uh, other roles slash various slash hashtag yeah, it's Kuro, otherwise known as the 16th Squad Senseki. uh, what is sleep? She's asking. And in, what's what's the context of the question? It's Kuro, otherwise known as the 16th Squad Senseki. Otherwise known as Group Hero of the Wasteland and Savior of Esports. It is Group, and we have a nice little tournament for you here today. We are setting up to cast Yakuzaku versus Slayers. Let's double check that everyone is ready. We're going to start it on Beckett Industries. We have a bit of a low turnout today, but judging by the players we have, it should be pretty good. All right, both players are ready. Let's get right on into it. Boop. We've got. I noticed the absence of our reigning champion. We have Baum's Bomb has not appeared, as well as the runner-up Maya from last MSO. We do have Napolcochon back though, which is nice. Now the favorite around here. But yeah, it should be good either way. Hold on. I added a slash. Kuro is saying, to what is slash what is sleep? Hashtag confused face. Hashtag what? Hashtag huh? Hashtag yeah. Anyway, we are on Beckett Industries. Beckett Industries, suppliers of many fine and informative pieces of information, including what the hell Kuro was talking about. They know, but it's behind a paywall. You have to pay to know as well. That's how it works, right? Yes. Anyway, in the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of Cuba, representing Unidos por el Vicio, our blue Terran is in fact SlayersMvP. That's not a real MVP. And in the northeast corner of the map, my very own clan, the CranKy Ducklings, our red Terran is the imitation innovation, the Tasia from Asia, the Meltorme of MMA. He's not as funny as Bunny. He's the Terran Iaguz, the one fine young Ryang, the Kelajor from Singapore, the TY Chicken Pie, the 4GG. Yeah, he's more meme than dream. He's the slightly more crappy happy. The trash flash with no cash. M to the K to the P. He's Marine King Pug. The captain of the Rain Pain Train. Loser of an SCV. He's the lean mean keen machine. The immature cure. The not as smart as heart. The young adult Bolt is more of a beauty than Beastie Cutie, the co-creator of the Daishibe, the Masa from NASA, and we couldn't find a pun for Björn, but we just call him Yakuzaku. So already one SCV down, losing the punch out. Oh, actually no, Slayer also lost the SCV there, in the Reaper. Let's get a shutdown on the Reaper here, which is nice. Remember, this is the map with the shortest rush distance in the map pool. And both players are going for factory before command center. This is smart to do on this map. Yaku was for a quick starport before command center as well. So definitely want some more production options before committing to some more macro. Slayers not only gets a command center, but gets a command center on the low ground, which is a bit of a risk here, considering you don't know how aggressive your other player is going to be. Slayer did see the factory, but did not see the starport yet. Alright, here's Slayer's starport. Yaku actually goes with Liberator. So I'm assuming he's going to try some kind of multi-prong here, pushing with the Reapers and the Hellions, and the Liberator sneaking around. And it is, Slayer is actually going to move out across the map, already a little behind in terms of numbers by a couple of Hellions. So this is not a fight that Slayer is going to be wanting to take, and realizes it. Ooh, giving chase. Oh, nice. The Reapers were trying to hide behind the wall, but the other Reapers gave them a flank there. And now Slayer is in a bit of a pickle. That's nice fun. So fun to see the Hellions just go through the speedy zones. Oh, but the tank is out. Yeah, Yaku may be overextending here. He might be trying to kill some of those SCVs surrounding the tank, but can't really stay there for long. Why is the tank not sieging? I would expect the... if it's siege, it actually shuts this down pretty easily. No, actually, Slayers is pulling all of the boys, expecting something way more aggressive. Yaku is not being very aggressive. This is an way of an overreaction from Slayer. Only lost a couple of SCVs, but the lost mining time is enormous. I like that. These units are just trapped here. They can't move unless without the tanks just shooting them. Maybe if Yaku sends one Reaper to tank the shots and then that pushes away. But look at... Slayer hasn't been mining for so long. Down to the Liberator is destroyed. These finally get shut down. Yeah, this attack did way more damage than was expected. In the meantime, Yaku secures his second base. Gets some more Marines out. Gets a Raven out. Does have a Cyclone just in case of some kind of retaliation. Yeah. I'm assuming Yaku saw the tech lab on the starport of Slayers. I'm guessing he assumes some kind of Banshee is coming or something. Slayer is actually supply blocked right now, so his third tank is going to be a bit late. Yeah, that's the fourth tank. Yeah, Slayer is pushing out with a whole bunch of tanks. So it's all going to be down to sieging position. If Slayer finds a really good siege position, they're going to have a really good time in the next fight. Yaku in the meantime sends that Raven down there? What? Just died. Yaku just lost something in the natural base of the Slayers. I think that was a Hellion. Alright. Raven comes in, but it intervenes matrices the tank was already quite dead. So a bit of a mistargeting there by Yaku. The Viking for Slayer is doing a lot of work scouting, and the Cyclone does not manage to kill it in time. Yaku really needs to take that Viking down. There we go. Now, actually, Yaku can use the Raven to scout for the tanks. Oh, actually, no, there's a Viking in the zone. Okay, one more shot. Now, Slayer does keep 2 tanks alive. Auto turret still managed to kill 2 of them. But Yaku does lose a Raven for that. It does shut down the attack, and only losing 2 SCVs is pretty good. It's pretty good for Yaku. That's it. Slayers has been trying to catch up in workers. Is that third base, third command center already set up? It's just switching, morphing into an orbital command. How many bases does Yaku have? Oh, it does. Oh, it already has a third orbital command, so it's pretty ahead. So Steam is finished. Convergence is on the way for Yaku. None of it for Slayer. Slayer's just now starting the Steam, having spent a lot of time on the initial attack. That means Yaku is going to have a pretty good window of opportunity to do some damage. Neither of them has medivac, so they're both going with bio and tanks, marine tanks, and no medivacs yet. Just making Vikings, making sure you have the air superiority here, which is very important. What moment? Alex said. All right. So Yaku's got these SCVs scouting out across the map. Very smart. Oh, so that was Slayers. I get confused with the colors there for a second. Look, one is blue and the other is red, and the rest of the map is also blue and red. Very confusing. Yeah, Slayers has the nice spread of Marines around. So if Yaku moves out, no, someone used an old army hotkey. It's a shame. All right, they are both moving out. Look at all these scans on the map. All right, Vikings are fighting in the air. Looks like Yaku is starting to lose that air superiority war, but Slayers is baited to fly over the Marines. Slayer has definitely tech advantage. 6 tanks to the 2 tanks of Yaku. But Yaku brings in reinforcements. Oh, it's actually pushing forward while the tanks are unsieged. He's going to lose all of his bio though. This is an ill-fated attempt here. But Slayers actually backs away, or tries to go for a bit of a flank. Yaku scans it. Reinforcements for Yaku are coming in. Looks like he's going to back away. Try to come in on different sides of this. Try to catch the tank just as they are being sieged. One already goes down, but the rest of them do get sieged up. They're coming in from both sides. They're going to clean up this army and have a huge army supply advantage. That is actually a really good move there by Yaku. They are trading pretty evenly so far. Slightly worse for SlayersMvP in terms of gas, but that's not something that's going to indicate who's actually winning right now. Yaku is in a great position to keep pressure on Slayers. Now if it has a medivac, although it doesn't have any energy anymore. He can find a good position here to siege the third base and prevent it from mining. It's already a good, a big win for Yaku in this fight, as his third base is already up and running. Now what does Slayer have? Slayer has 2 Vikings and 11 Marines. Yaku can just punch through. I don't think Yaku realizes Slayer doesn't have any tanks. Maybe he does now. There you go. This is it. This is all the Slayer has. GG is called. And Yakuzaku will take game number 1. Remember to hydrate your hydras, everyone. I can already feel my throat drying up. Right. It's going to be Slayer's map choice right now. Now, we do have a double elimination bracket here today, so the loser of this match is not out of the tournament just yet. You have Napolcochon waiting on the winner of this very match that we are casting right now. We have Alexandros playing against Malupate in the second round. See what next map is going to be. Shout out to Dejan, by the way. Thank you for that raid earlier on. Romanticide is going to be our next map. Whoop. Romanticidio. How do you say romanticide in Polish, group? Alright, Yaku is asking for a second. He's shouting at the neighbor kids. Shut up, kids out there! Yaku has a window that's open to the like the outside hall, if you will. Like a thing in the building, like the entrance. He's got kids outside the window constantly making noise. Now remember, people, we do have a Patreon page. !Patreon in chat. We send you that link if you want to support the many endeavors of the CranKy Ducklings. Go ahead and do that. We don't have Maturino codes for MSO and SDO, so it's all on you. But if you do choose to support us with $5 per month or more, you get access to subscribers only chat in Discord, and that gives you access to replay packs. That's at replay packs from the many professional tournaments that we are either organizing or are involved in, and we have permission to share, which is pretty cool. All right, both players are ready. Let's get right onto it. Romanticide. I wanted to check Yakuza MMR because Napolcochon asked it in chat, but I was too slow. Sorry, Napolcochon. You'll have to hunt Yaku in game and check it for yourself. Alrighty, everyone. Welcome to Romanticide, where love goes to die horribly. But enough horribly would die. In the southeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Cuba, representing Unidos por el Vicio, our blue Terran is in fact SlayersMvP. Hashtag no relation. And sending SCVs across the map already. On the other side of the map, our red Terran. And when I say ours, I mean the CranKy Duckling's very own Pug Jump himself. It's Yakuzaku. Look at that duck, it's so cute. Alright. It's gonna be 2 ranks, I'm assuming. I'm guessing Reapers by the positioning. Because they're gonna jump that Reaper cliff into the main base. That you usually get. Although sometimes people do get Marauders. Oh, Slayers. They know. They suspect. This is going. Oh, did I see it? Did I see it? Okay, they see it. Okay, there we go. This is pretty close. This might actually shut down one of the barracks, eh? Barrackses? Barracksai? Barracksie? Proxies? Barackuses? Abamuses? The plural of barracks? Yaku? Micro? Okay, there we go. Switches the SCV. No lapse in construction schedule. The SCV Union salutes this SCV for for keeping construction on time. But Slayers is preparing. Getting a bunker. The factory is finished. The bunker may be a little bit late here. There's already a Marine prepared at the top of the cliff, but a couple of Reapers are going to kill that Marine pretty damn quickly. Oh, actually the Marines were out of position. That bunker might actually finish though. Hellion is on the way, and that will definitely shut down the Reapers unless Yaku manages to bank up a whole bunch of them. Go up that cliff. You know what's waiting up there. Alright, Slayer's switching position. It's just a game of diversion and misdirection. Is Yaku going to jump on this cliff or on that cliff? No. Okay, Slayer shuts this down pretty easily. So one Reaper died so far. Now Slayer has a couple of aliens, feels comfortable going down the ramp, hunting up to those Reapers, actually catches them behind here. Yeah, this is done. Echo is never going to be able to build enough momentum here. Look at the units lost tab right now. Theirs has lost nothing. You lose nothing. That said, Yaku has started on a second command center quite earlier than Stairs, so it's going to be at least a little bit ahead in terms of that economy. And if there isn't moving out across the map, trying to capitalize on the army advantage that they have right now, I don't know. It's going to be throwing a bit of an advantage here. But no, oh, I didn't see the medevac. I missed the medevac. Yep, there we go. They're going for a drop. Go right into the main. And Yaku is none the wiser and has nothing to defend against this. He's got a couple of Reapers. There's a Cyclone on the way, but it's going to be a long time before it's finished. The barracks is just floating back home. Yeah, there's nothing to defend here. There we go. Marines and Helions right into the mineral line. This is their Uber ride. Reaper's actually holding off better than I expected, but it's definitely not enough. This mineral line is destroyed. Cyclone is out, so Slayer's backs away, but this is already doing tremendous amount of damage. Now Slayer is getting tanks. Yaku is also getting tanks, but Slayer already has a couple of them going for another drop. Yeah, Slayer's just going to dump all of these units on both sides, in the natural and in the main base. And yeah, I just don't see how Yaku can ever defend this with one Cyclone and one tank. That's it. That's all he has. All right. Actually dropping into the main. I like this position. So the high ground shelling the natural base while threatening some of the production area of the main base, but GG is gold. And Slayers evening up the score. We have ourselves an ace match. Crazy that Slayer scouted all the way there? Nah, not crazy. It's a pretty common position, you know, for PvT proxies. You know, this map has been in the map pool for a while, so, you know, people kind of know what to look for. Especially if you've seen that player do this before. Okay, so 2000 Atmosphere is going to be our final map of the series. Let's check on the bracket, see if there's anything new. Nope. We have nothing to report. That's right. Fair and accurate reporting right here on CranKy News. If you have nothing to report, we just say so. Alright, both players are ready. Let's get into it. What was I saying? I had a thought earlier. Something I wanted to say. Completely forgot what it is. This is what happens. This is what happens. Bye thought. Bye bye thought. Everyone wave goodbye to the thought. Oh, we hope to see you again in the future, but if we're not, then this is goodbye. Anyway, we are on 2,000 atmospheres in space. We're in the south northeast. Yes, the south northeast of the map, all the way from the land of Cuba. Representing Unidos por el Vicio, evening up the score to a sideways 1-1. Our blue Terran is SlayersMvP. And in the southwest corner of the map, representing the land of Singapore and our very own clan, the CranKy Ducklings, our veteran, also currently sideways 1-1 in this series, the PugChamp himself, it's Yakuzaku. Yeah, I found a new nickname for him, but I forgot it and I didn't write it down. Yeah, let's say goodbye to that as well. Goodbye to that thought as well. Let's just wave goodbye to all the thoughts in my head, because as they're becoming less and less relevant. So Slayer's going for an SCV scout. Yaku forgoing the scout here. Still not going for a crazy proxy. It was a nice attempt, but yeah. That was one of the hardest I've ever seen, like a Reaper proxy being shut down. So, it was intense. Hey, thank you, Arch Skater, for subscribing. With that Prime sub. 4 months in a row, you get 4 quacks. Alright. Quack, 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 quack. There we go. You got your quacks. Everyone involved in this is very cool as a rule. I like it. I like... Oh, hey, I'm Steelmold. I'm cool as a rule. Hmm? Yeah, that is... Yeah. Also, Kuro is cool. I know we were talking, Chase, you were talking about the Observer. The best observer in the business right now. That is Kuro, otherwise known as the 16th Squad Senseki. Otherwise known as Krupp, hero of the wasteland and savior of his sports. It is Krupp. She's our Polish ninja, our information fairy, and a very dedicated observer. You know, she's got them smooth moves. And also, just so you know, she doesn't use the follow unit button. When she follows units, she does it manually. Check that out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Yeah. Check it out. Yeah, look at that smooth move. Very intense. It's a shame that nothing is moving. The only time you'll see the screen not moving is when she's busy typing nonsense at me in our production chat in Discord. Which one day we will show you, audience, because there's some comedy stuff in there. The inside communication that Kuro and I have, because she can listen. She's listening to us right now. She's listening to me. She's not speaking. She's in the shadows, like a banshee, or like a bored baneling. I don't know. All right, Yaku again going with the Liberator. This time, again going for that multi-prong. Gets a bit of a surround here on Slayer's units. Doesn't see the Widowmine. He does kill one of the aliens. Yaku sees the tank and backs away. Liberator sieges on the mineral line of the main base. And this attack might be shut down way easy, way faster than it was in the first game. But 6 workers dead. It's nice again. Oh, Slayer's actually evacuated the gas as well as the mineral line. That's a bit of a shame. That's a lot of lost mining time here. Yeah, the Liberator is just parked there, just waiting for the Marines to come and kill it. Oh, there he goes. The Viking pops out as well. Did Yaku get a third base? No, not yet. He's getting the Ravens. Slayer's going for that extra tank production. Yaku actually has no tanks right now. Just dropping that tank right in the mineral line. It might kill the Cyclone. It kills the Cyclone, but the Cyclone does get rid of that Medivac. 7 workers lost. There are still a couple of Marines here. So 8 workers go down. Good retaliation by Slayers. Yaku with the follow-up of the Raven harassment, which is kind of a go-to move of Yaku. What's the tank production? Yeah, Slayers usually gets way more tanks than Yaku. Saw this in the first game. It didn't quite help there because Yaku did use the air superiority a little better. MVP, yes, yeah, that's not not the original MVP. This is not the OG Slayers MVP. Okay, it's a different one. It's the Cuban one. There's no familiar relation there, right? Coming in. Gonna get a couple of kills in the mineral line. No, actually only one. No, maybe 2. Okay, there we go. Only 1. Still, it's pretty good harassment. Slayers does have these Vikings running around, but they're not in the same... not in position to intercept Yaku's Raven as it goes home. Is Yaku got... Yeah, Yaku did get 2 Ravens. That's gonna be really useful. It does help mitigate having less tanks, because you can interference matrix your opponent's tanks. And as long as you have some kind of air superiority or ability to kill the Vikings of your enemy, it should be okay. That said, Yaku has 1 Viking. Theirs has 4, getting more. So the air superiority advantage definitely in favor of Slayers right now. Okay, Steam is on the way to finish for Yaku. Slayers already has Steam finished. No combat chills though, strangely enough. Maybe Slayers just forgot it? Question mark? Because they have the gas and the resources for it. Okay. Oh, Yaku's about to lose this Vikings. Yeah. What little air defense Yaku had is almost lost. And now the combat chase is going to get denied in here. Yaku is going in for a forward siege here. Trying to flank with tank. It's actually going to work, but Slayer does have the air advantage. Going to drop these Vikings right on top of the tanks. And they are going to disappear right quick. Yaku streams forward, but does not have the backup of tanks. He's down to 1 Marine. Yeah, he has barely any defenses left. One thing that Yaku can do is try to buy time and cobble some more defenses here, but he's just losing 1 Marine after another. That does catch the reinforcements for Slayers, but this is costly. Slayers already has what they need to kill Yaku on the other side of the map. While Yaku's not quite able to... This tank is just gonna run all the way home. This is just a great distraction by Slayers. Come on. Nah, it's not gonna work. Yaku in the meantime flanking Slayers' forces as the tanks are on siege, but he barely has anything and just loses all that he has left. GG, well played. And Slayers going to take this TVT 2-1 and will advance to face Napolcochon. in the second round. So let's get Napolcochon in here. Brunk. Yeah, they seem to be evenly matched. Um, they both made quite a lot of like, well, not mistakes, but kind of like errors in judgment. But it seems like Slayers has kind of learned from the first game, because they both in this last third game they both did what they were doing in the first game. But Slayers just had a much better positioning and much less vulnerable positioning, and Yaku was taking too long to rebuild his forces after that initial attack, and it just ended up working in Yaku's favor much better than it did in Slayer's favor, much better than it did in the first game. Okay, so we have Napolcochon here. Let's kick Yaku out. Yeah, Napolcochon was watching the match. First map, Oxide. Sorry, I'm getting really choked up here. Gotta drink my water. They are Hero versus Scuba, right? Yes. See you east. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. My voice is like super dry. I think it's the air conditioning. It's rumbling noises. What did you expect, Napolcochon? You're expecting us to just play on the EU? Okay. Both players are ready. Let's double check on everything. It's okay. Let's get to it. It's gonna be a TVZ. Napolcochon. Kind of the favorite right now to win this tournament. Um, they don't have an episode championship, right? I can count Napolcochon, 1, 2, 3 appearances in the finals. All of them, it seems, most of them lost to Protoss. So, you know, Napolcochon is in a pretty good, there's a pretty good chance to actually get the championship today. Alright, everyone, welcome to Oxide LE, where we are breathing, we are oxidized. In the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of France, representing Team GDA, our green Zerg is in fact Napolcochon. And in the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Cuba, representing Unidos por el Vigio, it is our red Terran, SlayersMvP. Hashtag not the OG MVP, it's a different one. Sorry, my mouth is dry. I gotta wipe my mouth. Was MVP ever on OG? I don't think he was on OG, but he was an OG, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. There are two meanings to OG, right? You have OG is the original gangsta, and OG as O Gaming. Original Gaming. What's the O in O Gaming stand for? I'm assuming it's original gaming, right? Oh, gaming. Koro, that was that's a Yaku joke. That's a me joke. You've lost all credibility and ability to condescend us for our stupid jokes, yeah, Kuro. This is blame Tilkat. Yeah. Kuro is blaming her brother, who's also a connoisseur of puns and stupid jokes. Alright, Napolcochon going for a creek or roach warren on 2 bases. How many guesses do we have? So far, only 1. No, let's cancel on that. Napolcochon is getting speed instead. What prompted that decision? I think Napolcochon's because he scouted the 2 racks, 1 racks, 2 racks. What? Not 2 racks, it's 1 racks. It's actually being floated, so it looks like Slayer is actually going mech out here. And Overlord does get a good look-see on Slayer's base. It does supply block Napolcochon to lose that. And there's a quick clear. Napolcochon just on 2 bases. I'm guessing this is just going to transition this into Link Nidus. Right? No, there is a Roach Warren after all. So Napolcochon is being a little bit indecisive here in terms of the path that they want to be taking. It might cost them later on. Well, Ducklings do get into the natural base here, and they don't quite kill anything. And they don't manage to sneak into the main base. But they do see the composition of the buildings around here. So Slayers actually does land the barracks again. Not confirmed to be mech yet. There is a cybercore on the way though, and a tech lab on that starport. So we're gonna have some stupid units coming. Napolcochon actually getting a spire, but Slayers is already in the natural, coming in with the Hellbats. Backed up by a Medivac. Napolcochon just about managed to get a few roaches. These drones. Just about managed to survive that evacuation. Salvas are going to do so much damage. The queens are out of transfuses. This might actually kill Napolcochon right here, right now. Napolcochon is retaliating though. SCVs are cleaning out Slayer's natural base. So the Napolcochon actually doing more damage here. And gets a delay on the fusion core as well. So the fusion core is not finishing. Might even get cancelled here. Oh, the evacuation of the drones! We have a bit of a weird base trade right now. Since the one roach trying to kite Hellbats. So the Napolcochon just defends 1 roach at a time. Now bringing in the boys and some more roaches. So this is finally going to get cleaned out. Looks like Napolcochon had the upper hand in this fight. I think Napolcochon just got a little more value out of this. Had to keep the 3rd base. And now going for a 2nd round of Ducklings into the natural. There are Hellbats to defend, so it's not going to work all that well. Slayers finally finished that not cybernetics core, the other core, fusion core. The fusion core. So the battle cruiser is coming. It's later than what Slayers might have wanted. This Medivac is very low now. 1 more shot, I think, would have killed it. So Napolcochon going to be slightly ahead in workers. Does get to keep the 3rd base. Not preparing anything for the battle cruisers. There are no spores, and there's only 1 queen. Napolcochon is not prepared. I mean, did Napolcochon not realize that that was a not cybernetic core, the other one, the fusion core? Maybe Napolcochon just didn't click the building, because it still didn't have the shape of the fusion core. when it was being constructed. There's no way you know battle cruisers are coming and you get like no queens and no spores. There you go. Napolcochon finally sees the battle cruiser and is like, oh, I don't have any spores. There is actually taking the safer route. Oh, no, not the safer route. Jumping with the battle cruiser right on top of this third base. But are pushing on the ground. The Zerglings just melt away. Roaches are going to be holding up a little bit easier. But the battle cruiser might be doing so much extra damage here that it's not going to be enough. Napolcochon might crumble right here, right now. More of the queens are dying. There's barely anything to just shoot the air. And there are a couple of spores in this base. The Slayers do need to be careful. Does need to be careful with the battle cruiser. Don't want the battle cruiser to spores. It's a shameful display. Can park itself right here when it can still do damage away from the spore. Be careful queens though. There's no jump available. It's not available. Oh, it's flying into the corner there. Queens. 1, 2. One more shot. One more shot. Boom. Battle cruiser goes down. In the meantime, Napolcochon banging on the door of Slayer's wall here with the roaches. It'll be a bit tough to break this. I don't know if actually Napolcochon is gonna have 5 roaches left. That's enough to do a lot of damage to a mineral line. There are no other defenses, but tanks are out and another battle cruiser. This should be getting shut down pretty quickly. Bit of a close call there for Slayers, but it ended up working. That attack did push Napolcochon way back in terms of worker count. He just didn't have the leeway to make drones at the time. And just now 14 workers behind Slayers. And remember, the Terran does have mules on top of that. Slayers is going full mech. We have 3 factories, 2 more on the way. Welcome. Hello, Ravagers. Where did you come from? There's another battle cruiser coming into the third base of Napolcochon. It might do damage there. There are 7 queens in total for Napolcochon, so this might be a little easier to defend. The battle cruiser does have tactical jump available. Nice builds there. But this is the almost pure Ravager force. Now it's a pure Ravager force with that one Reaper, one Roach dying. This is enough to kill all of these sieged up tanks. You know, Ravagers are pretty good against mechanical units. Oh, Bile the battle cruiser! It's so low on health! It's got 16 health points. You just need to graze it and it's dead. Alright. Napolcochon instead it just goes for the mineral line. Do as much damage as possible. Look at 7 more SCVs. The battle cruiser has 11 kills on dude's name. Napolcochon still 10 workers behind after all of this damage. Right, attacking the third base of Slayers, but the Slayers should have enough to defend here. Battle cruiser has been repaired. The thoughts are here as well. They're gonna destroy these roaches pretty quickly. Let's get 5 more SCVs. And it sort of evens them up in terms of workers, but if you look at the income advantage tab, you see that Slayers had just a huge advantage for a long time, and it's already too late to equalize in terms of economy because Slayers has already made use of that advantage. These 2 battle cruisers coming in. Well, one battle cruiser has 16 kills already. Just aiming for that hatcher, which incidentally also happens to be the one researching Burrow. Nice pursuit there. Ravager's coming in with the biles, doing some more extra damage. Not a lot of anti-air for Napolcochon. Borrowed Roach is about to be finished, but Borrow itself looks like it's going to be cancelled. Can roaches that have borrow movement, can they still borrow? Like, do they at least get that upgrade? No. The answer, Kuro is saying no. Battle cruisers. One of them has 25 kills, the other one has 19. They've been doing so much damage. Now it's time to back away and jump. Ooh. Yeah. Battle cruisers have become not stupid in TVZ. They've actually become pretty decent units if you control them well and get value out of them. More factories coming up for Slayers. Actually, those are the same. Did Slayers lose factories? Yes. They're going to be up to 7. It's weird. Before I saw they had 5 and making 2 more, but now they still have 7. It's weird. Right. We're just coming in here, killing 10 SCVs, destroying the refinery. They have the Borrow movement spikes, but they don't have Borrow. Napolcochon catching up in workers. Just spent an entire production cycle on drones. The Hellions coming in here, transferring to Hellbats. Might actually do some damage, but they did get caught by these Queens and the Ravagers. The rest of the army of Slayers could have shut down this hatchery, which was a kill, not a cancel. In the meantime, Napolcochon is in Slayer's 3rd base, doing some damage there with the Borrow Vultures, which now actually do have Borrow ability. This is a bit of a weird base trade because Slayers has the way bigger army. GG is called. Napolcochon tops out and Slayers will take the first point in this match. I think what happens before is like I turned the AC on full speed, like the fan. I think it kicked up some dust in this room, and it's now affecting my my voice. It's the only explanation I can find for why I'm choking after talking for like half an hour. 2000 atmospheres is our next map. Eastern United States. Okay, let's put everyone in position. Everyone is ready. Let's get to it. Glove. How do you pronounce GLHF if instead of the L you put like the semicolon? Is it like GHF? GHL? No, so because instead of the L you have a semicolon, so it's GHF. J semicolon HF. That's how I pronounce it. JF. 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 Jeff. Jeffafa. Alright everyone, welcome to 2000 atmospheres in space. We're in the northeast corner of the map. all the way from the land of France. It is our green Zerg playing for Team GTA. It's Napolcochon. And in southwest corner of the map, representing Unidos por el Vicio and the land of Cuba, our red Terran currently up one in his best of 3 series. SlayersMvP. Hashtag not the real MVP. Hashtag not the OG. Hashtag no relation. Hashtag it's another MVP. It's another Slayers. Different one. Hashtag. Hashtag. What? What? Of course, just zooming in and out there, but it's a command center. We've seen one. I know it looks very nice. It's a command center. Thanks. Good job. Best observer in the business. Hashtag. Hashtag CC. What's hashtag CC? What? What joke were you going for? Hashtag Steelmold. Hashtag old. Hashtag I don't know what all these memes are about. All these young kids and their stupid memes. Never know what anyone is saying anymore. Drink my water so my throat doesn't dry out. You people. Kuro is saying I'm just eating some memes here. Kappa. Yes, Kuro is also one of the cool kids. Speaking of cool kids, Slayers is actually going with a 2-1-1. Did they go 2-1-1 in the previous game? No, it was a 1-1-1. Because they went for the quick that's cybernetic score, fusion core. Every time I wanted to say fusion core, including this time, I was thinking cybercore instead. Why do they keep naming why do they name all of these buildings the same words? It's just you don't do that. You name it different words. You find different words to name it. Semicolon does not represent a sound. Yeah, I know. That's why it's like it's not G. It's like G. HF. It's not G. HF. It's G. HF. It's like a little pause. Semicolon, right? Alright, so Stim is on the way for Slayers. I'm gonna go some classic bio here. Nothing crazy. Not even Widow Mines from that factory yet. No Widow Mines, no Aliens. A couple of Medivacs on the way. So it looks like... Seems like Slayers is gonna just bank up a bunch of Marines and go for a drop. Not even a Widow Mine? Come on. You can add a... like. By this time you can add like a Widow Mine or two to the attack. Or maybe even a Alien. It just makes everything a little bit more potent. You know, you have some more AoE damage available to you. Ooh, Ducklings do see this army moving out. The production knows it's coming. The bending nest is finished. Make some Banes. Gotta make some Banes. Gotta make them Banes, otherwise don't have Banes. Are you gonna have any pudding if you don't finish your pudding? Yes, they're just going for a very low-tech push. With steam and no combat shields. Does have medivacs, so there's a good option to evacuate here. But this seems like this is all this attack will be able to do. Even the one medivac goes down. This was disastrous. Going deep on creep with no backup, no Widow Mines, no tank, no Hellions, no nothing. Didn't even clean up creep. This is a very ill-advised push from Slayers over there. Napolcochon didn't even need the Banes. Who needs Banelings? Napolcochon refuses to make Banelings until they have Baneling speed upgrade. What's it called? Centrifugal hooks, right? Called yeah, centrifugal hooks. I know my upgrades. Yeah, like overload speed. That's pneumatized carapace. That's what it's called. Alright, so it's going for another drop. This time sneaking around from the southeast here. Napolcochon is somewhat in position to stop this. Oh, the Queen's jump right on top of that medivac. It's going to die before it even unloads everybody. And the Banes just shut it down. And all the pieces of Marines just float out into space. Napolcochon getting a Spire. We have 4 gases, so I'm gonna need a little bit more if you're gonna go make a lot of Mutalisks. I don't know how Mutas are going to work all that well though. There's a lot of Marines. They're gonna be well upgraded. Gonna have combat shields. Gonna have steam, you know. And Widow Mines sprinkled here and there. This is a very anti-Mutalisks army, right? Mutalisks hate those armies. Marines, Mutalisks hate them. It's like they need to make it like a cheesy internet advertisement. Learn the Marine secret. With just one illegal substance. Mutalisks hate them. Banelings hate them. Alright, so Slayer's getting that third base set up with a nice little wall. Decent creep spread by Napolcochon, going for that fourth base and some upgrades as well. Decent amount of Banelings. So it looks like Napolcochon is just going to be waiting for Slayer to just push in on creep and die. It remains to be seen if Slayer is going to be falling for that. There are a bunch of Banelings being morphed in the west to try and roll into the third base of SlayersMvP. Here they come in. They see me rolling. Hey, hey. And they splash through the wall, and they veer, and they get into the new line. Oh, nice, getting a lot of supply depots and 6 SCVs. It could have been worse for Slayers. Could have been better for Napolcochon, but that said, it's decent value. It does keep Slayers. Oh, see, the Mutalisks, they just fly over the army and disappear. 2 Mutalisks died and they didn't even get one shot out yet. Oh, the Banes roll into the Widow Mines! It's a bit of a shame for Slayers to lose all of these Widow Mines. It's, they kind of rely on that splash damage to deal with the Banes. And boom! Very decent splash there. That Widow Mine killed quite a bit of Banes. In the meantime, actually, was that another Baneling roll by? 9 more SCVs died. Looks like in the third base. There are Zerglings being set up in the 4th base location of SlayersMvP. Looking for an opportunity to get in there. This is one solitary Bane just rolling out. Scouting Bane. It's gonna die anyway. Why don't just use it to scout ahead? Alright, no split! Split puppy! There's getting shut down here. Oh, it was a drop. Was it a drop? No, it wasn't a drop. How did they get there? Did you just walk all the way there? Shame. Door was open, yeah. All the doors were open. The natural and the main base. I saw them starting attacking at the back of the main base. I just thought it was a drop. I didn't realize he just walked in all the way to the back of the base and then started attacking. Okay, Mutalisks coming in to harass the third base here. Gonna catch themselves a couple of Widow Mines. How many Mutas do we have? We have 10. That's a problem of Mutalisk, but nothing more. There's again goes on creep. Very good connection with that Bane in the middle of the Terran army. There are not Reapers, the other one, Marauders in here, so they're a bit tankier against the Banes. There's army is just dwindling on this side of the map. That said, you gotta remember, Banes, like, they're really expensive, so the trades have not been going well for Napolcochon in terms of resources. However, Napolcochon is keeping Slayer's economy and the number of workers way lower than what Slayers would be wanting. 34 SCVs died this game so far, 0 drones dead. Though they're expensive. Slayers is also staging another attack on the 4th or 5th base of Napolcochon. Done with another Thor, which is gonna be very useful against the Mutas. That was a kill there. That was not a cancel. Another cancel. There's another kill of that hatchery. Bane's rolling into the army. The Mutalisks trying to jump there. They don't quite see the Thor. Bane's roll. Kite. Decent kiting by Slayer. Pushing back only the Marines, leaving the Marauders to tank the Banes as they hit them. This is starting to be not only costly for Napolcochon, but just not being able to kill all of the army is very bad. Losing that 4th base. Slayer is just going to snowball ahead. Okay, more Bailings roll in, some miracle connections, but it's not going to be enough. Look at the armor supply. Slayer is just bringing more reinforcements across the map. The Mutalisks are not going to be enough. There's a second Thor here as well. So that's even more dangerous to Mutalisks. They basically die to, I think, 1.5 volleys of 2 Thors. Especially if they're all bunched up. And yeah, this looks like it's going to be another GG here. GG's gold. And Slayers will be moving forward into the semi-final, where Alexandros is already waiting. All right. Wait, is Alexandria Alexandros, or is that a completely different player? Because we don't have Alexandros in our list. Where's my thingy? So Alexandros is from the US. Okay, so we'll stay on, I'm guessing, on one of the US's servers. Get Alexandros in. Ah, they're not accepting invites. I can get you in RP. All right. What's going on in the lower bracket so far? Oh, we only have Malupiat facing Yakuzaku. And now we're going to have Napolcochon waiting for them in the second round of the lower bracket. Yeah, I can't invite Alexandros. Alexandros was, by the way, another Zerg? Yes, another Zerg. We only have TVZ today, actually. I just noticed we have no Protosay. This is a Protoss free zone. Okay. Yeah, I killed so much economy, but still fell behind because the that link banelings are deceptively dangerous because you forget that they're losing a lot of gas. I don't know if Kuro showed you the units lost tab at some point, but towards the mid game, Napolcochon was like 4,000 gases behind. It lost 4,000 gas more than Slayers, just because of the banelings. And of course the Mutalisks, they are also gas expensive. But when you go for those link bane trades, you have to trade well against the army. It also goes to show you like the strength of Terran tenacity. You know, even if you take a lot of damage, just build units, keep on building, keep on making stuff, keep on making stuff. Eventually, you can trade well enough, right? All right, so let's start the game, and I'll just invite Alexandros to the lobby. Wait, what is the first map? 2,000 atmospheres. We've just been there. Alright. So it looks like Malupate winning 1-0 versus Yakuzaku, and will be facing Napolcochon in the second round. Oh, I can't invite to the game either. Okay. So it's just DM them. The player you're trying to whisper is currently not accepting messages from players. People, please. Open up. Open up. Come on. It's you know what? Lobby link. I forgot how to do a lobby link for a second there. Because you could do a lobby link. Alexandros can join that. Right? Do we have to add that to the rules? It's a good thing to add to the rules, I think. Because there's no way to communicate with people during a tournament if they don't have if they're blocking all communications. It's you know, communication is you need to have that in order to play in a tournament. It's essential. Get invites, to get messages from people. But people don't read rules anyway. Look. Listen. You know what I think I'm going to do, Kuro? I'm going to develop a special voice for reading what you're typing in chat, right? And that'll be like a ventriloquist co-caster. I'm going to it's going to have the Polish accent. Oh, that sounds more Swedish. It will be like light impression or like Yaku impression. No, I need to. It will be like light impression or like Yaku impression. So, I'm going to do like the Monty Python thing, like. will it be? Will it be like light impression or like Yaku impression? That sounds more like a parrot. How do they do that? Oh, Dennis, there's some lovely fields down here, Dennis. Oh. Would it be like light impression or Yaku impression? I request finish. I can look, Kuro. Okay. Finish. Torella. Every time we speak with. Every time I talk as Kuro, I try to do Finnish accent. Is that going to work? Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I can't invite Alexandros. Admin, please. Where's light? Right. I've delegated the admins to deal with this. Oh, there we go. Alexandros is here. Okay, there we go. Can they join the party while we are in lobby? Yes, they can. Let's get them an invite to the game as well. Hey, Apoptosis! Thank you for that raid. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Apoptonites, Goblinites. Welcome to the CranKy Ducklings. We are deep into our MSO championship today. MSO number 60. Here comes Samu Sidekick once more. This is the second raid. This is the second time. Every time you try to tune away from us, they throw you back. Dejins throw you here. Apoptosis throws you here. You cannot escape the CranKy Ducklings. Right. Like everybody's here. Let's see if our players are prepared. Are they prepared to go all the way? Yes, looks like they are prepared to go all the way. Let's get into it. Oh, would you fight a horse-sized duck or what, Kuro? A horse-sized look, a horse-sized duck is terrifying. Do you realize a duck bill that size can literally just snap your head like a grape? You know? And then it will waddle away until the very next day because you don't have any grapes. Get it? Because that song, the duck song. Yeah, if you don't get that reference, go into YouTube and just type duck song and you will regret it. Anyway, we are on 2,000 atmospheres in space. We're in the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Cuba. Representing Unidos por el Vicio, our blue Terran is in fact SlayersMvP. Hashtag not the MVP. Hashtag not the OG MVP. Hashtag no familiar relation. Hashtag. Hashtag CC. Not that I know what that means. In the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the US of A, it is our orange Zerg, Alexandros. So yeah, so definitely 100 dog-sized horses, right? Because you can kick them around, but a big animal like a duck, just snapping your head, it's nah. Although riding a horse-sized duck would be a nightmare actually, because you know how they waddle around when they walk. Like imagine if you're riding that, it's just like. Just waddling sideways. It's insane. But there's oh, sorry, I forgot the voice. Where? Let me get into the Kuro character. Isn't that basically a chocobo? Um, no, because the chocobo, I'm assuming it has like a stable axis on the back, but ducks don't have that. They don't have a stable axis on their backs. When they're swimming, yeah, like riding a duck while it's swimming, that should be amazing. But while they're walking on the ground, it's gotta be a nightmare. Like it's a very bad amphibious ride thingy, right? Right. Anyway, Alexandros going for a quick Evo chamber there. Gonna be +1 melee. Being rushed here. The goblins are nail everything to the floor. Hey, I'm already. Just so you know, for those who don't know of the apoptosis people, I am known here as the information goblin, because I bring little nuggets of information that are mostly lumps of mud. But sometimes, they're like a big old diamond, and they are worth it. They are worth sifting through the nonsense that I say for the little nuggets of information that are good. I would ride a duck. You would ride a duck, but you'll get concussed after like 5 minutes. Because you're shaking sideways the entire time. Like, it's gonna be crazy. They're not efficient walkers. Yeah, they're not elegant walkers. Elegant swimmers, yeah. We just go swimming on a duck. Yeah, these Zerglings have the spikes. You got the primordial skin thingy. Alright, so Alexandros goes for that Baneling Nest with +1 melee. It's just about to finish. This is going to be super potent against the Terran. Having that extra punch to the Bane damage. And Slayer's setting up a Hellion push with a Marine drop coinciding. Should be pretty strong. Because the lair is about to finish for Alexandros. Assuming for Bane speed? Question mark? Although we could see a Nidus, right? I mean, actually, Alexandros doesn't have a lot of gas, so going for a lot of Banes may not be the best of moves here. These aliens took a lot of damage before they morphed into Hellbats, but as you can see, as soon as they turned into Hellbats, the Zerglings just poof, just die in fire. They are so effective at dealing with Zerglings. Oh, this is where you want a few bangs here. Queen also goes down. Alexandros is just stuck with very little army here, and this is just the few Hellbats that Slayers has are just enough to deal with it, and also burn all these drones to the ground. Slayer's actually going for that not cybernetic score. God damn it, fusion core, the other one, you know. So there's a battlecruiser fuller up. I'm not even sure it will get to that because this attack is already doing so much damage. It's delaying mining in the natural for a very long time. Killed only 6 drones, but 74 Zerglings died already. 74 Zerglings and 4 queens. Just by this handful of Hellbats. Just such a great trade. This one Marine staying alive, sitting there. Then gets one shot by a Zergling. Alright, battlecruiser is on the way. Alexandros switching to roaches. Okay, as we saw previously, battlecruisers deal with that pretty easily. What the hell have I raided into? This is a good question. As soon as it's something that happens, you know. We are Well, I am very proud of being a bespoke meme generator. I like to come up with my own memes. My own, basically, look at this. I come with my own stupid jokes and I repeat them until everyone else gives up and repeats them as well, whether they like to or not. It just becomes subconscious, and hence they become memes. Alright. Alexandros just about manages to break through here, but yeah, it's not going to be enough. And Alexandros taps out. Slayers will take the first point here in the semifinal. Would this supersized duck be able to carry you while flying? That'd be cool, yeah. Yeah, they should. Ducks can fly pretty well. Do they? No, I'm thinking about geese. Geese fly very well. Oh, a goose. That should be cool. Well, some ducks do. Sorry, that was Kuro. Our imaginary co-caster. For those who needed explanation who weren't here, because we got raided. Kuro is our observer / streamer. She can hear me, but she is not speaking. So I'm casting all alone. But she is typing in Discord, in our production channel. So, you know, I've decided that every time she talks, I'm going to read it as if I'm some kind of Finnish person. I don't know. She asked for the Finnish accent. She's not Finnish. She's Polish. I feel like this explanation is giving rise to more question than it actually resolves. Look, just go with it. Eventually, you'll understand what's going on. Torilla tavataan. Yes, torilla tavataan. Kuro. Aye. All right, everyone. Welcome to Romanticide LE. And just because we have a lot of people here, new people, I'm going to tell you, just in case you don't know, LE stands for... I have it here. I have the clipboard. LE stands for... liquidated... existence. Liquidated existence. That's... you know, that's what happens to Zerglings when they go up against Hellbats. Their existence gets liquidated. Anyway, in the southeast corner of the map, getting proxied and proxying at the same time, are Blue Terran, currently up 1 in the best of 3 series. Representing Unidos por el Vicio and the land of Cuba, it's SlayersMvP. Going for a 3 racks proxy. And in the northwest corner of the map, proxying a hatchery in the middle here, all the way from the USA, our red Zerg is Alexandros. This is weird. Alright. Now, Alexandros, I think, has one slight advantage, is that they can actually make units at home, while Slayers cannot make units at home. So, but Slayers does need... Oh, actually, Slayers is getting a barracks at home, so it's going to be... So it's going to have some kind of production ability at home. It's not the end of the world. Oh, yeah, this is going to go. There is moving out. Got the SCVs to build bunkers. Going to jump on top of this natural and go up. No natural. What's going on? What up? What? Going straight into the main base here. Start to build bunkers. Alexandros surrounding those SCVs. The overload goes down. That's kind of supply blocking Alexandros, so that's quite bad. Queen is on the way in the main base, that's not going to be enough to deal with all of these Marines. Remember, this is a 3 racks making Marines. Nice starter stepping there. But the Queen might actually go down. No, it does back away. There's no transfuse available. It's coming in again. There's like 1 health point. There's 4 health points actually. Okay, the Voge goes down. Queen goes down. This mineral line is dead. It was yeah, a little weird. It turns out Terran wins this. When the Zerg just cannot make enough at home. It's weird. I don't think I've ever seen the kind of hatchery, the proxy hatch in the middle of the map. Usually you proxy hatch, you put it like in the either in the natural base of your enemy or on the 3rd base of your enemy. This was just like very weird. Yeah. Alright. There we go. First time I saw this. This is the first time I see this. So now I know. I feel like it changed place last moment because the drone bumped into SCV, but I don't know. Okay. Fair enough. Thank you, Kuro. My imaginary co-caster. Do we have group please, by the way, Kuro, today? So people can make you not imaginary. Seeing as we don't have any Protoss here, we have a lot of Zergs. Alright, so we're going to go into the lower bracket finals. Oh wait, why did Alexandros leave the party? It's actually the opposite. Because we are going to cast the lower bracket finals, which is going to be a best of 3. What do you mean? I'm in your head. Yes, you are in your head, but you're sounding Italian more than Finnish for some reason. What are you talking about? I do not sound Italian. Do you realize the danger of this, Kuro? Because this gives me kind of like permission to speak in your name and say things that you may not want to say. Okay, Napolcochon just asked Alex where they're from. Alexandros says Central USA, and Napolcochon says KK didn't know anyone lived there. That's a weird answer. Alright. Our first map is going to be Oxide. Oxide LE. US East is going to be our server. You can always mute me. I can always mute you, Kappa. Yes, you can mute me, Kuro, but then you won't have a cast. You'll have to cast on your own. Can you solo cast? Have you ever solo casted, group? Did you ever get that pleasure? I'll make love coverage in chat. It's just going to type in the game. It's to be interesting. All right, everybody. Let's just remind them that it's best of 3. Okay, everybody's ready. And let's go. This is your chance. You can group plays today. This is a ZVZ. Hey, Delicat! Hello, Dali. I miss you. Subscribing 37 months. On a 37-month streak. Continuous. Unabated, uninterrupted. Alright, everyone. Hold on. I'll do the intros and then I'll give Dali her due quacks. Okay, we are on Oxide LE, where we are oxidized. We are what? Why that? Display driver stopped responding and has recovered. Okay, I'm good. Are we good? I'm here. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Am I you don't understand. Like my display driver apparently just crashed. All the screens just went out, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Okay, we are on Oxide LE. I was trying to breathe and being calm, and then everything just crashed, and now I'm panicking. In the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of France, representing Team GDA, our green Zerg is in fact Napolcochon. And in the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the center of the US, the magical place where no one lives apparently, our red Zerg is in fact Alexandros. Alright. Now the debate is, do I give Dali quacks or Sandhill Crane calls? Alright, so it's going to be 37 of them, so that's a lot. Okay. There we go. I'm all about committing to the bit. Alright, Alexandros coming in. Pretty aggressive. Link Team 6 with more Zerglings coming in behind that. Gonna be thwarted a little bit here. The Queen is on the way. Nice block there by Napolcochon. So far, hasn't lost a single drone. Did lose that spine. The spine was a kill, not a cancel, which is a bit of a shame. That's a lot of resources. But another spine is about to be finished, and the Queen is out. So this attack is pretty much done. No, actually, Alexandros is making banelings. Oh, god damn it, you didn't hear any of the calls. See? I told you this banelings are coming in. Nice snipes on the banelings by Napolcochon. But there are still Zerglings at the back, so they have to be careful. Napolcochon making more Zerglings, getting speed. Alexandros just getting one Bane. Where's that one Bane? Oh. No, it's got cancelled. So yeah, so Alexandros just not getting Banes. Not even defensively, which is odd. Alexandros finally taking a natural base. This is the Alexandros just hit about as hard as Zerg can hit early on in the game. Almost, I think. You know, you hit early with the Zerglings with speed. But Napolcochon responded fantastically well. Got the spine, got the Queen out. Controlled the drones, made sure none of them died. Napolcochon hasn't lost a single drone yet, by the way. You should remember that. Oh, gets a cancel on the natural. That's a shame. That's pretty bad for Napolcochon because Alexandros does have a natural base now. And because Alexandros still has units across the map, Napolcochon just cannot move out. And this might be the big deal here. This might be the thing that kills Napolcochon, the inability to get a natural base for a while. Yeah, sorry, Delicat. The Discord noise suppression, it didn't pick up all the Sandhill Crane calls. I don't know why it does that. Like, it literally mutes them. So stupid. I don't know why this noise suppresses me, but nobody else. I keep trying to turn it off, and I don't know. Maybe it's because... It's very depressing. Did you hear the Zergling noises I did before, though? No, I can see that it's not actually... It's not picking them up. Zergling noises. What we're gonna do? I think it's muting it up. It's literally censoring my art. Ooh, nice control with the queen there, saving it by Alexandros. Now the bailings are finished, and Napolcochon really has to back away. Ooh, does waste the bane on one Zergling, but yeah, Napolcochon just doesn't have enough to actually do super damage here. With a bit of a good control, these can be taken down. But we're actually going to lose 3 drones, which is more than I expected. It does allow Napolcochon to somewhat catch up. They're both getting a lair. I think Alexandros already has that lair finished. Napolcochon is about to finish it. But no third base for either player yet. Alexandros is going for roach speed and switching to roaches. Napolcochon getting some more gases. Still has that spine, which is going to be really helpful for defending any extra pushes here from Alexandros. Oh, 2-base Muta. 2-base Muta! Yeah, it's going to be... here's the thing. I always say this. Every time we see roaches versus Mutalisks, that it's deceptively good idea to go roaches against Mutalisks, right? Because if you have enough roaches, the Mutalisks just they're useless. They cannot defend against roaches. You have to attack with the roaches. As long as you attack with the roaches, you're good. Because the Mutas have to be on the other side of the map. They cannot defend against roaches. It's just useless. They'll try to attack the roaches completely ignore them and just attack everything on the ground, which is drones. So you don't even have to micro your roaches. They'll just completely destroy mineral lines. And the Mutalisks will take too long to actually kill them before they can do tremendous amounts of damage. And Alexandros has a lot of roaches. And Napolcochon barely has any Mutalisks. As long as Alexandros is attacking, this game is done. Now, Alexandros does need to know that the Mutalisks are coming and get enough to defend at home, because Alexandros right now has 1 queen, that's it. No spores, no nothing. It's going to be a bit of a weird situation. Napolcochon has a lot of spines here, but the roaches, they just go behind them into the mineral line. They spend way too much time in range of these spines. More roaches are coming, but they just die. Ooh. And now Napolcochon can actually make these Mutalisks work by going across the map. Yeah, there we go. Good job. No, Napolcochon, don't come back and try to kill the roaches with the Mutas. Forget about the roaches. Go to the other side of the map. The Mutas are not good here. Yeah, by this time, the Mutalisks would be on the other side of the map, killing drones for Alexandros. That said, Napolcochon just took damage and didn't really do damage in return. And this just gives Alexandros a lot of time to get anti-air. Hydralisk Den is on the way, more queens are being made. 7 spores have been made in Alexandros' base. And these Mutalisks, they're not getting value. They're just sitting here defending against roaches that are perfectly dealable, but with the spines and the queens that are in Napolcochon's base. And now they're going to get here, and they are... I don't know why the overlords are pooping on the base. Maybe they're just giving it a wash or something. Now there are spores all over the place, there are queens, hydralisks are coming out. These Mutalisks have completely missed the window of opportunity to do damage. And I feel like this might be really bad for Napolcochon. The one thing working for Napolcochon right now is that Alexandros does not have a third base. I'll give them that. So Napolcochon does have a bit of time to transition out of Mutas to get something else. Getting Bailings now. Don't know how the Bailings are going to go all that well against Hydralisks, but Hydralisks and roaches. Okay, and this is 15 Mutalisks. He's jumping on top of a queen, getting some value, but that's it. That's all they can get here. They can't get into the mineral line. They're not killing army units. Alexandros is just getting Hydralisk upgrades, getting more roaches, and there will come up some tipping point where the Mutalisks become absolutely useless. Yeah, it's just a rain of poop. It's a rain and creep. Hallelujah. I don't know what this is. Just keeping that hatchery moist. That was a kill. There you go. Now that's how you use the Mutalisks. I'll give Napolcochon that. At least the Mutalisks are on the other side of the map trying to find an opening. It's 18 mutas, 17 mutas, 16 mutas. See how easily they just die as soon as they encounter the Zerg anti-air army. You just cannot do anything to these Hydralisks and queens. That said, like I said, they are keeping Alexandros on 2 bases. They do catch this roach one by, which is great. Or is the waddle by? Yeah, it's roach waddle by because they waddle. They don't. Or they scamper. They scamper. Yeah, right. They scamper by. Yeah, the Mutalisks, they're not killing much. How many workers do you think Alexandros lost this game so far? Before Kuro shows you the lost units tab. The answer is 3. So Alexandros has been sitting here. Just getting a lot of Hydralisks, a lot of roaches, going up into lurkers, taking into lurkers. Napolcochon is going to be on 4 bases, but only 10 workers ahead, so it's not like Napolcochon has a superior economy. It's better, but it's not like super better. And now with some Banelings ground forces here, Napolcochon is in a really good position to deny Alexandros any kind of expansion, but the lurkers are going to be the answer here. There used to be Banelings on the ground. Now there are only 2 left. Alexandros maybe being a little too timid here, not wanting to push out. I think actually Manidos might be a really good idea here for Alexandros. Because that kind of negates the mobility of the Mutalisks, right? You can jump your Hydralisks where they need it. Either they're attacking on the other side of the map, or if they need to defend against the Mutas, you can come back here and prevent a backstab. Finally, Alexandros being able to take that 3rd base. The Mutalisks are going into the main base. Now there's not much to defend here. Now quite a few spores though. Hydralisks are coming back. Mutalisks are falling down by a lot. I think just 7 of them just died. And they didn't quite kill much here. Ducklings are going to the 3rd base of Alexandros, but the lurkers are in position. And now Napolcochon is actually supply blocked. Having made a whole lot of overseers. Muta's coming in for another ride. It's almost like it's 29 Mutalisks. It's almost an apocalypse of Mutalisks. And even that just can't punch and do enough damage here. It would be nice for Alexandros to maybe put a little more protection on this base and get a couple more spores. Just rebuild them. Just to make sure you don't lose this hive, because... actually, that's a lair. Make sure you don't lose that lair. Because it's really important for your tech options. Yeah, there's the spore. There we go. Just to make sure these Mutalisks don't... oh, they catch the lurkers. Good catch there by Napolcochon. This 3rd base, still alive and kicking. That said, it's not saturated. Alexandros has not made drones in like 5 minutes or so, maybe even more. Oh, Look at this fly on top of the Hydralisks. Just every volley kills 1 or 2 Mutalisks here. You just can't be in this position. But the Ducklings sneak into the third base now that their lurkers are not in position. Got some Banes as well, so finally gonna have some drone kills. Mutalisks are staging another flyby into the main of Alexandros. It looks like Alexandros is going to completely abandon this base. Maybe they realize the Mutalisks are coming into the main base. The lair might go down here. It should go down. There's no reason not to kill it. Yeah, GG is gold, and Napolcochon will take game number 1. Look, we've seen plenty of games where the player who has the Mutalisks gets over-eager and doesn't, and doesn't trick the opponent and just flies over the Hydralisk, and suddenly you don't have Mutalisks and you get nothing. And then the opponent just wins the game. In this case, Napolcochon played it very patient, kept the focus of the game on the third base, and once there was an opening where the Hydralisks moved away, Napolcochon pushed in and tried to do damage on the on that lair, got it into half health, and then backed away, not overcommitting because you don't want to lose the Mutalisks, and then did the same trick again, and finally managed it. Beckett Industries is our next map. All right. Let's see. See if everybody's prepared to go all the way. Everybody's prepared to go all the way. Let's go. All right. So this is a very short rush distance. I'm expecting a serious knife fight in this ZVZ. Alexandros says the Stukov portrait. Sorry, I didn't read it in the Kuro voice. Alexandros actually has the Stukov portrait. Yes, there we go. I was about to say Kuro portrait. When is the Kuro portrait coming? The Krupp portrait. Krupp, hero of the wasteland and savior of his sport. It is Krupp. Alright, everyone. Welcome to Beckett Industries. Beckett Industries, purveyors of services which also include pipes that go into gas geysers but don't actually produce any gas for some reason. You still need an extractor even though there's like a pipe running to that geyser. Can't understand it. In the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of France, going 12-pool against 12-pool, are Green Zerg, representing Team GTA. It's Napolcochon. And in the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the US of A, our Red Zerg is in fact Alexandros. Yeah, why do people think that LE stands for Ladder Edition? Like, where does it say that officially? Doesn't. I checked. LE, in case you did not know, stands for luxury elimination. Luxury elimination. So when you play an elimination match, and it's very expensive. I don't know. Alright, Zergling's already meeting in the middle of the map. Again, short rush distance. Both of them went for 12-pool. Gonna see some proper Link Bane here. Yes. It's been a while since we saw like a proper, Lingbane War ZVZ. Back in the day, that this was the standard. Every ZVZ was this. Nowadays, it's only when someone picks this nut job map. That said, Napolcochon already getting Banes. Alexandros' Baning Nest is about to finish. Gee, Napolcochon's... Where are the Banes? Oh, they're the Banes. Alright, Alexandros gets to the mineral line. Napolcochon bringing all of these units back. The Banes just... the one Baneling just waddles by so slowly. Can't get there, but it's going to catch the eggs. The retreat. I like how they just flew over the cliff. Sometimes the ragdoll animations for death and unit deaths are absolutely amazing. I like them. I love them. Alright. Now Alexandros has Banes. Don't Mio Micah it. Don't just run into Banelings blindly. The production doesn't have any Banes here. Careful. My heart cannot take this. Oh, my heart medications. I'm an old man. Forgot I can't handle this stuff. Oh boy. Alright, Napolcochon getting some Banes here. Napolcochon is actually the one that's getting more drones. Alexandros is still on 12 workers. So it's gonna be up to Napolcochon to defend against the next wave. Getting a natural hatchery here. Alexandros sneaking around with some Banes. Going straight into the natural of Napolcochon. There is a Baning waiting for them here. Okay, so Napolcochon intercepted the Banelings, but only damaged them. It wasn't quite enough to kill them, but it's gonna help. Because this Queen gonna need less shots to destroy these Banes. Only one drone dies for 3 Banelings. Nice defense here by Napolcochon, but more is coming across the map. One more Zerglings. Napolcochon is getting Banelings at home. So they're gonna have something to defend with. The main objective is to keep this natural base alive. If Napolcochon can just do that, this game is pretty much over in their favor. 5 Banes versus 5 Banes. Nice, doing damage to the Banelings. Will be cleaned up pretty easily by the Queens. Oh. Be so careful! Some decent connections there and cleaning out all the Banes, but Zerglings do get to the mineral line of Napolcochon and they're turning into Banelings. I know Alexandros won't be able to kill all of these by the time they morph. Or maybe they will? Well, just about. That was less than a second to finish. More Banes being morphed here. It's a nice... I like it. If that would have worked, this would have been really great for Alexandros, but nah. Okay, Napolcochon moving out. Alexandros does have some defenses at home. Got a spine and everything, but I'm too tired for this. GG, well played. Yeah, shout out to Alexandros. You know, everyone from the Americas who plays in our tournaments. For those who don't know, who don't realize how time zones work, it's the middle of the night there in Americas. So so kudos. Thank you, Alexandros, for joining us today. It's been nice having you. And go to sleep. go to sleep. Fine. All right. So we have Napolcochon moving on to the finals match, which will be a best of 5 with 1 point advantage to Slayers as the winner of the upper bracket. Napolcochon did go against Slayers today, so it's going to be a rematch. Oh boy. All right, let's go. Let's take a short break. We're going to show you some clips of times gone by, a duct tape, if you will. That's what we call it. It's going to be 5 minutes. Take this time to hydrate your Hydras, stretch your Vultures, drain your Disruptors, and be back here in 5 minutes, or I will not forgive you. And we are back. Hope you enjoyed those duct tapes. I especially enjoyed the clip that was funny, right? Yes. Sorry, I wasn't watching them. I was on a break. And we're setting up the lobby. And we are going into our final match of today, which is the best of 5 with 1 point advantage to the winner of the upper bracket, which is Slayers. So Slayers already has 1 on the board here. And I'm going to start with Black. Sorry. My mouth... My throat got so dry I couldn't do the monster voice. Blackburn. There we go. Now it worked. And we are on the southwest corner of the map, where our Green Zerg, representing the land of France, and Team GDA, making their 4th appearance in a final. It is Napolcochon. And in the southeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Cuba, representing Unidos por el Vicio, it is our Red Heron, SlayersMvP. Hashtag not the real MVP, hashtag not the OG, hashtag no familiar relation, hashtag it's not this one, it's the other. Yeah, so Slayers, of course, has the 1 point advantage in this best of 5 already, having won the upper bracket. Now, they both met each other earlier on in the second round, Napolcochon versus Slayers. So, and the Slayers did win that 2-0. But that said, Napolcochon maybe has a little more experience with what Slayers is bringing to the table. Maybe this time gonna get a little more defenses, a little more anti-air against these battle cruisers, which Slayers seems to be liking in the TVZ match here. I'm assuming Napolcochon was watching the match against Alexandros, Slayers versus Alexandros, as well. So just a little bit of extra experience. And Napolcochon goes straight to roaches. Just making them roaches. Can we get a group play? Oh, sorry, I need to read it as light. Can we get a group, please, mate? That's my best Australian accent. Although no group, please, is something you can spend your channel points on to force our observer Kuro to cast 1 game in this tournament, or whichever tournament. It does cost 16,000 points, so I know it's pretty expensive. Yeah, this turret is not good against overlords. It's an inert turret. It's not a real one. Right? So it does kill the overlord, preventing Napolcochon from getting a good look-see of what Slayers is bringing to the table. So all Slayers knows is about the reactor factory. Doesn't know about the starport or the armory at the back. Hellbite drops? Hellbite drops. Hellbite drops. Yeah. Hellbite drops. Alright. Napolcochon. So far just joining hard. Does have a lot of roaches here. I say a lot. 4, which is a lot for this stage of the game. And a couple of ravagers. Napolcochon only has the Hellions here. They're going to be able to deal with the ravagers, but the roaches are kind of beefy against Hellions. Alright. Napolcochon pushes in. Slayers does dodge the biles. Kind of running out of units here. Another Hellion pops out, but the roaches are still alive. I think the SCVs are the things that will do the most damage to the roaches, actually. Strangely enough. Like, they have the highest DPS against roaches. Especially when they're surrounding them like this. So Slayers is going to start the game with 6 Lost Workers. Napolcochon getting a third, droning up real hard. 13 workers ahead right now, and gonna be way more than that with 5 more workers coming in. Slayers actually goes for the Banshee. How many? Actually, all the Hellions died, yeah. So there's not going to be Hellbat drops. Hashtag RIP Hellbat drops. Hashtag where are the dreams? Alright. Yeah, that's a Brutalisk. Is that what they're called? The thingy? Yeah, it's a Brutalisk, right? And it looks angry. Looks like a giant Hydralisk, actually. Pretty sure it's just Ultra. I don't know. Kind of difficult. Maybe it's it's an Ultralisk with a different skin. Alright, here comes the drop. It's gonna be a Cyclone with some greens. Yeah, Napolcochon should be pretty much thwart that. Not much difficulty. Also, you can hear it scream. Yes, I know, I heard the screaming. I tried to ignore the screaming of torture of this poor animal, but yeah. Thanks for bringing it up, Kuro. The poor caged animal was screaming. No, this is just a trophy. This isn't caged, I think. Yeah, this map has a lot of like interesting things in it. Also has the alarm that goes wah, wah, wah when units get near it. Although that's apparently for some people it doesn't do that. I think it depends on your graphics settings or your sound settings. Alright, Slayer's getting more factories, so definitely pushing for that mech. See? Wah, 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 wah. I love that alarm sound, actually. That wah, 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 wah. It's pretty cool. Sounds like a goose honking. Goose alarm. Alright, Slayer's going straight to Thor's. So gonna be super beefy here. Slayer's just going for the beef, the Terran beef. Napolcochon sticking to the roaches, getting more and more of them. Now with glider reconstitutions, so it means they're going to be speedier. Did you get? You don't have cloak for Slayers. For the banshees. Strangely, it only does it when like it's actually being watched by units, when it's in vision. Alright. Yay, we have group please back. I have 198,500 points, by the way. I have enough for a lot of group pleases. I have enough for about the calculation here is 10, about 5, about 14 of them. Something like that. Question mark? Hey, we have a group please. It's been redeemed. This is on the house. Yes, so you get to hear the non-Finnish Kuro afterwards. Napolcochon pushing with all of these Vultures. Biles are going to land on top of this Terran army. Vultures survive. They are so beefy. And +1 range and everything melts in front of them. Napolcochon putting a point on the board, evening up the score to a sideways 1-1. Finally, taking a map off of Slayers. Actually, Yaku actually took a map off of Slayers in the first series of the day. All right. So where the next map is going to be? Yakanatha! Going to be our next map. All right, let's see. We had Yakanatha, Red Oak side, Romantic side. I think we're only missing Lightshade for the map bingo today. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think we haven't seen Lightshade today. That's the only map we haven't seen today. So if you're playing the weekly map bingo game, Lightshade is the one that we need to hope for. The one that's missing. Alright, both players are ready. Let's get right into it. Remember to hydrate your hydras, everyone. And welcome, the 16 Squad Sanseki, otherwise known as Kuro. How are you doing?
Tori Latavatan. I don't have the accent.
Moi.
Look, I need to ask Soko for lessons. Because I love Finnish language. For no reason whatsoever.
You love Finnish is a wonderful, beautiful language. I love it as well. It's got a it's a very consonant language.
I just love when they roll the R's.
Yeah, the rolling R's are very good. Very exciting. It's always very exciting to speak Finnish. They're very, very excitable people, the Finnish people. They're not subdued at all. Anyway, welcome to Yakanatha, LE. We're in the northeast corner of the map, representing Team GGA. Evening up the score to a sideways 1-1, our green Zerg. From Farms, it's Napolcochon. And in the southwest corner of the map, proxying as well, this time as well, it is our Red Terran. Representing Unidos por el Vicio from Cuba, it's SlayersMvP. Gonna be 3 racks.
Yep. It's a 3 racks. And there is no pool yet.
4 racks. It's gonna be 4
What?
racks. And not even making one at home like we saw SlayersMvP do before. All of them are right here on this side of the map.
There's no gas either, it's 100% Marines. But
yeah.
Did he subscribe to the Melty challenge of rolling a die and checking how many barracks you have to proxy?
Could be. Maybe that's how you play it. Yeah, it's gonna find it. And boop. Hello.
And that's literally the moment the pool finished. So I'm not sure if Napolcochon is gonna have enough time to prepare for this.
Spines, baby. There we go.
I think he was actually going to expand, but the drone came back to become a spine.
Yeah. Alright, the queens are on the way. The boys are being pulled from the main mineral line. Trying to prevent this bunker from going up. Gonna fight some SCV on drone action here. Some Zerglings are joining the fight as well. Queens are about to pop out. The Broken is only losing a lot of workers though. The fight is about to be finished.
At least the bunker doesn't finish this, but that's still a lot of drones already dead.
Yeah, 10 lost drones. They did lose 4 SCVs, but they were kind of expected to be lost, so it's not a big one. And instead they're just pumping out Marines, 4 Marines at a time, just keep on making them.
Believe it or not, more Marine.
Believe it or not, more Marine. Just Marine. No steel, no nothing, just Marine. This is the best race in the Coprulo sector because of Marines.
Yeah, just Marine pretty good. Some of them are just left behind in the natural, they forgot to go up.
Yeah, they're known to be kind of stupid. They kind of wait for commands. They don't have a lot of initiative. You know, they recruit them from basically from prisons. You know,
Did you
Marines
see
are not.
that? Napolcochon was actually
what?
transfusing Zerglings.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's desperate times. You gotta do what you can. And more Marines, believe it or not.
Believe it or not.
Believe it or
Still
not.
man with gun.
And with gun is definitely OP.
And there are only 6 workers mining right now. So, like, Napolcochon can't even get enough resources to make units.
Yeah, and it's just Zerglings, and they die so fast with this amount of Marines. Alright, Napolcochon going for that surround here, but there you go. Also GG.
And GG
Slayers,
is cold! You're welcome, Twitch chat.
Slayers is 1 point advantage on match point to win this entire tournament. And goodbye, Kuro. Let's everyone wave bye to Kuro as she goes back to obscurity.
What's goodbye in Finnish?
Moi moi.
Moi moi.
Moi is hello, moi moi is goodbye. Or hey. Hey is hello, hey hey is goodbye.
That's
very confusing.
brilliantly silly. I accept that. Bye!
Bye. Alright. If you want to hear more of Kuro, you can spend 16,000 points on a group, please. Just remember, it comes with a curse, as you've witnessed today. But usually when someone uses a group, please, the games don't last more than 5 minutes. So, yeah. I don't know if it's a... I don't know why, but it kind of triggers people to cheese when Kuro is casting. I blame Demi. Yeah, it started with the Demi. Every time Kuro was casting with a group Liz, they were casting Demi, and he was using all the time in GPO. So that started the curse, and it just continued on. And it makes Kuro very happy because she doesn't have to cast that long. I need to somehow trap Kuro in like a 35-minute TVT. You know? Just to hear the tone of frustration in her voice. Anyway, we are on 2,000 atmospheres in space. We're in the northeast corner of the map. Our green Zerg representing Team GGA and the land of France. Our green Zerg is Napolcochon. And in the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of Cuba, representing Unidos por el Vicio. On match point to win this tournament, our veteran is SlayersMvP. Hashtag not the real MVP, hashtag not the OG, hashtag this is another one. It's a pretty good one, but another one, it's a different. Not the one, this one, this one. Okay, so no proxy 4x this time. Kuro, how did you convince Slayer to do that? Yeah, Kuro, how did you convince Slayer to do that? You just... Thank you, Phoenix, for redeeming. Thanks, Kuro. Thanks, Kuro. I spoke Finnish, it was too much. Yeah, do we even have a language intro challenge going on? Oh, what happened to these series? It just got reshuffled. We usually have a challenge for doing Spanish intros, and if it finishes while I'm casting, I usually do it in Finnish because I know Finnish better than I know Spanish. Like I was telling to Kuro when we got rudely interrupted by the game finishing. The Finnish language is actually really fun. It's a lot easier than people make it out to be. Like, it's known as like one of the hardest languages to learn. It isn't. It's nonsense. It's pretty nice and organized. You know, it has its peculiarities and difficulties, like all languages, and you need to practice it. You know, otherwise you forget the vocabulary all the time, like I do. And the pronunciation may be a little bit weird to get, but yeah, it's pretty good. It's a nice, fun language. It's very beautiful. All right, the Slayers. Sorry, I was busy dying there. Looks like Slayers. Oh, floating the barracks to kill the Overlord, as is tradition. Curious to see if Slayers is going to go mech again. It seems like every time they do this, they also go mech afterwards. Yeah, there's that, not Forge, the other one. The Armory coming up. It looks like it's going to be a Hellbite drop. The strategy that Slayers was going for in game number 1. Well, technically game number 2 in this series. I just didn't quite get around to it. Because Slayers was just went with a quick Vulture Ravager attack. And it seems like Napolcochon is going to do the same thing here. This is a different map. That was on Blackburn. And now we're seeing it on 2000 atmospheres. Maybe here Napolcochon will hit it a little bit later and Slayers is going to be in a better position. The Medivac is out. Where is Medivac? No, it's already on the way. Yeah, there we go. Slayers is pushing. Oh, doesn't see the roaches. Drives right through them on a move command and loses one of the Hellions, and the others are very low on health. Slayers realizes I have to back away and defend this. I can't survive all of these roaches. Napolcochon doesn't even have the time to change them into Ravagers. Now Slayers is getting a Cyber Core, the other one, Fusion Core. Every cast is like one building that's challenging my brain. It's that one. So we're gonna get stupid units. There is a Banshee about to be finished already. So it's gonna be nice and helpful against these roaches. If it even comes out to meet them. Looks like it will. So 2 SCVs died so far. Not quite enough to justify so many roaches being thrown here. But it does shut down the attack from Slayers. So Napolcochon can safely get that third base saturated, get more walkers, get some extra gases. Ravagers are doing quite a bit of damage, considering it's just a couple of Ravagers. The Banshee is almost dead. Nice attempt there. Sorry, I got the hiccups. I don't know. Sorry. Maybe I'm just getting too old. Get a peek at Steelmold's dark side? What dark side? I don't have a dark side. I do not have a dark side. Actually, it's been a long time since we heard from Blomlitz. Maybe a lot of people don't even know who Blomlitz actually is. It's the anti-Steelmold. Alright, Battlecruiser is on the way to being made. Let's drop. To get an evacuation on the main base. Shouldn't be doing too much damage. And now that the queens are coming in. If Slayers stays too long, this Medivac will go down to the queens here. Slayers is getting a Thor already. So definitely going full on mech. Heavy mech here. Actually, it's been a while since we saw McLaren, isn't it? And that really went out of fashion, you know. Hellion Cyclone Banshee. Yeah. The committee of Karens is kicking you off their creep. Get off our creep. You're the Parents Teacher Association. Right, Second battlecruiser is on the way. Slayers is sending the first one slowly across the map. It's not even sneaking in, it's just going straight through. He don't give no care. Oh, we have Yamato for a change. So far so far today, player hasn't gotten Yamato. Oh, the Napolcochon going straight to Boro. If they get the Boro Roach, this could take Slayers by surprise. Karens are coming. Kick the battlecruiser away. Get out of our crib! Stop ruining our crib! You know how much we worked to get this crib going. So Slayers gets a spine, no spine, spire, spine. Same thing, right? Technically. And they all come from drones. So they all have some, like a genetic origin, right? A shared genetic origin. And here's the Roach Burrow movement. I hope the Slayers, I hope they're going to go for some Corruptors. Although that can be like a double-edged sword. Because you get a whole bunch of Corruptors to deal with the battlecruisers, but then you're stuck with Corruptors. And they can't really do much other than shoot big air units, right? Napolcochon has 38 roaches, which is quite a lot. MVP Slayers only has 3 tanks at home. I think Napolcochon can actually punch through there. No, the both of them just busy with the battlecruisers here. Yamato! So that's what I think. Like the battlecruiser captain says when the Yamato is being shot. Like, Yamato! That's what I would do, right? What would you do? What would you shout as the Yamato is being shot? Alright, 7 Corruptors are on the way. They're about to be finished. And that should give some help in dealing with these pesky battlecruisers. Remember, they have a tactical warp jump thingy available. Because they didn't jump all the way here. Okay, one runs away from the Corruptors. This one. Oh, the roaches are sneaking in. Ah, but they get stuck. They get stuck behind that building. Oh no. Oh no. Gonna get massacred. They got Funara and they're not going to do any damage here. 6 workers. Or what was it? 30 something roaches. This is... No. A good trade that was not. Corruptors are just flying here. They can't really do anything, they're just gonna die to these turrets. So all in all, Napolcochon defends pretty well, but the counterattacks, they're not super effective. Right, now killing some workers here. That's nice, but Slayer's still ahead in workers. It's never where you want your turn to be as you're playing Zerg. Yeah, this is too much Terran. Just gotta repair those battlecruisers, and Slayer is just in such a great composition. There's one roach forward there. Another roach attack into the third base. This is the point in the game where the roaches are just useless. Well, not say useless, but they're not, as a main army composition, they just can't punch through the mech hard enough. Especially not when they're behind on upgrades. Slayer's making more battlecruisers. We're gonna go up to 5 BCs. Not repairing the ones that are injured though. Which, oh, actually they are being repaired. Okay, there we go. Now the repairs are here. There you go. They have a nice coat of paint. Change the cup holders that are always breaking up, you know. Fix the rear view mirror. You know, it's always kind of wonky. Install some new air conditioning, you know. Fix it up. Pin up that battle cruiser. So quite a bit of Corruptors though. Could be 11 Corruptors, but against 4 battle cruisers, 5 battle cruisers with Yamato, they can just Yamatoing. They get rid of 5 Corruptors already on the first volley. Ooh, Swarm Host. Napolcochon. Going with Swarm Host. That's something that's going to go well against mech if there's enough of it. Getting the Nidus as well, so he'll be able to be more mobile with his Swarm Hosts. It's kind of essential. Alright, but morphing in the mineral line. Oh, there we go. One last volley killed 6 more drones. Now the battle cruisers sneaking into that base in the northwest. They are pretty well injured, but they are doing damage. Corruptors are coming in though, they gotta get out of here! Oh, but one battle cruiser goes down. But the hatchery dead. That's the fourth, that's the 5th hatchery, I think. That deaded. Oh yeah, you don't... this is not a joke when you want to walk through. You want to know part of that one. Slayer is actually getting Cyclone upgrade, the backfield accelerator. Not sure why? Then Slayer has no Cyclones. I don't know what that upgrade is for. Now both of them are maxed out, both of them are banking up resources. So now it's gonna be down to who trades better from here on out and who gets a better positioning, threatens bases more. Production coming in for a flank, but this is a very weak flank. The swarm hosts are just, there are not enough of them. There are only 12, 11 more are being made. I don't think we've seen a single locust yet. Production losing more workers. But this is an opportunity to just replace them with army supply, right? The swarm horse taking damage. Gonna be trading well with the mech army, but gotta have enough left. The production is just losing base after base. The main base is threatened by battle cruisers. This one is just has so much tanks here. Tanks and Thors. Another wave of swarm hosts is ready. Wave of locusts, actually. Blue flame hellbats are helpful, but they are very low in numbers. The 4 roaches just sneaking around the army, popping out, but they are way too weak. But somehow still has equal army supply. I don't know how. Mostly it's the swarm hosts. Just inflating these numbers. But there's just not enough to deal with all of this mech army. And another base goes down. Napolcochon still has 4 bases, by the way. It's because of this crazy expansion spree that they went on before. And there is the Nidus. There was a Nidus mod popping out somewhere. I'm checking around. Yeah, I think it got killed. Yeah, so right now this Nidus isn't... Yeah, no, oh, now it's getting killed. Yeah, so this Nidus doesn't really need anywhere. Now Slayer is going in all the rest of the remaining bases. Napolcochon is down to 20 workers, 19, 18. As well as the swarm hosts are trading with the mech army, Slayer has enough bases to just continue producing. And now switching to the Cyclone Hellion. So switching out of the heavy mech composition and going to lighter mech means you can remake an army much faster than the heavy mech. Yeah, this is pretty much GG for Slayers. I don't see how Napolcochon can ever come back from this. The Locusts immediately die to the Blue Flame Hellions and Hellbats. GG is called. And we have a brand new Master Swan Open champion. It is Slayers MVP. Very nicely done. Ooh, I'm firing my laser, bro. Pew pew. You're firing the model. There's only one thing to say. Pew pew. No, I feel like pew pew is too. It doesn't capture the magnificence, the size of the destruction of the Yamato cannon, right? Yeah. Firing my laser, blah. That's pretty good. Um, you need something like more thunderous. Pew pew is for like like the pew pew is good for the other lasers, the lasers that the battlecruiser shoots at ground units. They go pew 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 pew. That fits the bill. Um, Yamato needs something more with gravitas, you know. Boom. Gravitas. Anyway, yeah, that was a nice little tournament. How much time were we? Yeah, we filled up this entire thing. Look at that. It's only 5 players. We've had like a whole tournament. Pretty cool. Stick around after the outro because we are going to raid some other StarCraft 2 related channel. Yeah. What was I saying? Right, outro. I am Steelmold, still like the metal. More like the thing you put the metal in so that it retains its shape when it cools down. You can find me on twitch.tv/Steelmold. That is twitch.tv/Steelmold. And Kuro, you can find on the Twitter at 16th Squad S and on the Twitch at 16th Squad Sanseki. That is at 16th Squad Sanseki. No, twitch.tv/16th Squad Sanseki. Very easy to remember, very easy to write down. What else? Our next cast is going to be, which I could open up the schedule. Copa Hyperion, which is going to be in 11 hours? Question mark. Yes, 11 hours. Right here on the CranKy Ducklings channel. Subscribe to CranKy Ducklings. Follow the CranKy Ducklings right here. Follow us. No, support us on Patreon. Exclamation point Patreon in chat will send you there. For those who don't know, we are sponsored by you. We don't have any other like source of revenue at the moment. All these prizes come out of the pool that people pay for. The good people of the Patreons and our Twitch subscribers. So if you're in chat with that little ducky icon, if you subscribe to us, you get the duck icon. You get the duck icon, the duck emote, and also the fanfare emote. And if you put the duck and afterwards use the fanfare, you get my favorite combo, which is duck farts. Yes, that's the best one. What else am I forgetting, group? I'm forgetting something. Yeah, thank you all for watching. It's always nice to see people around, watching, enjoying, playing the games. Next week we're going to have the Sea Duckling Open. This is going to be fun. If you are between the leagues of Bronze and Diamond, go ahead and check that out. Exclamation point SDO in chat will give you that link for the challenge. We're also going to have wait, I know Grand Platypus is yesterday. I keep forgetting that Grand Platypus is on Thursday now, and not tomorrow. Yeah. Take a deep breath. Get oxidized. We didn't finish the map bingo today. Lightshade was missing, so stay relaxed. Play the game. Enjoy the game. Remain chill and cool. Like school. Like what was it? Cool like God damn it. I gotta scroll chat, but who said that? Someone said something. I gotta find that. I'm going to delay all of this outro until I find whatever the saying that was cool. Cool as a rule. Yeah, yeah. Be cool as a rule. Yeah, that was it. Thank you, Krupp. Information fairy. I guess what I'm saying is get good and prosper, and we shall see you in the future. Goodbye.